MacPherson method, week 1, workout 1. And we're going to start here with squats. So amazing workout for your legs, your core, your back, everything. And so good squat form here. We're going to have our legs a little bit wider than hip width, and you're going to squat as low as you possibly can while keeping all the weight into your heels. Knees are pressing out. So you don't want to round your back there. You want to keep your back nice and flat. And then as you stand up, you're going to drive through the heels. So always think chest up, knees out, weight into the heels. Now, if you need a more modified version, you could try sitting to a chair. Like just grab a chair, sit down, and stand back up again. Again, you want to keep your back flat. Do not round like that. You want to keep it nice and flat, weight into the heels, and really drive the knees outward. Core nice and tight. All right, let's move on to a lunge. So again, lower body movement, also amazing for your core. So with a lunge, you're going to take a big step forward, drop that back knee to the ground, but don't let it rest there. You just want to kind of hover it and then drive back to standing off of that front foot, that front heel. So again, with this, you do want to make sure your chest is really, really tall. So try not to slouch into the upper back. Keep thinking of pulling your chest up to the sky. And you want to take a step forward in line with your hip. Try not to tight rope the legs. All right, metabolic conditioning. So what you've got to do today is 50 jumping jacks, 40 squat pulses, 30 sit-ups, 20 burpees, and 10 push-ups. So here is the jumping jack. You're going to be touching your hands at the top and feet together at the bottom. Or you can do a skip in exchange of this. So either jumping jacks or skips, your choice. And then squat pulse, you want to go as low as you can here. You're just doing these tiny little pulses. So same form as the squat, knees out, chest up, weight into the heels. If you need a little bit of help, you can just come a little higher on that squat, so don't go as low if you're finding this super difficult. And then we move into sit-ups. So heels on the ground, and you can use a little bit of momentum with your arms to help reach up and touch the heels. You want to try and touch the heels, touch the toes as much as possible. If you need help with this one, we can just do a tiny little crunch here. But what I find is the most useful is if you grab someone, maybe a Kirk, have them stand on your toes, and it makes the sit-up a lot easier. Or you can also put a weight onto your toes as well. Then we have burpees. So with a burpee, hands down, you're going to jump your feet out to a plank, lower all the way down, and then jump your feet back into your hands. So make sure you're lowering your stomach all the way to the ground for this. If you need a modification, you are going to step out instead of jump. So hands go down, you're going to step out to a plank, lower all the way to the ground, push yourself back up, and jump. All right, then we have a push-up. So with push-up, I want you to try and keep your elbows in as close to your body as you can. So hands are going to be directly under shoulders, and you're going to lower your body to the ground. You can do this off your knees as well. Just really try and keep the elbows tight into your side because it's a better position for your shoulder opposed to your elbows splaying outward. So I'll show you what that looks like with the box. If you need a little bit of help, you're going to elevate your hands. You can even do this off of a wall to make it a little bit easier. So elbows in, core and hips are following the rest of the body. So you want to stay nice, tight plank position with this one. Now, another thing that you can do for push-ups is a hand release, which means you're coming all the way to the ground, releasing your hands, and then getting back up to a plank. Whatever that looks like, maybe you worm your way up, you just try and get back up to a plank. I'm going to show you what this looks like from the front as well, so you can see how tight my elbows are to my side. I'm not splaying them out at all. So it's really going to work the back of your arms.